Welcome back to the Boys Fantasy Football Podcast, a podcast that only talks about our league. This week, regular season is officially over. Okay, waking up today, check the standings, check your app. It'll let you know if you made the playoffs or not. Your boy did not make the playoffs. Spoiler alert. There's 6 of us that didn't make the playoffs and 6 of us that did. So I actually have one of the members that got the bye week, Zach Monticelli. He is joining me on the entire episode this week. I've got this little intro here, and then he's on it for the rest. So, yeah, we talked ball. We talked about, previewed the future ones. We do a little complaining, talked about everything overall. Vibe check, BP's complaining corner, gossip, matchup preview. There is no starts of the week because we don't care about what happened last week. We're previewing the playoffs, baby. We've got 2 massive matchups with Jared and Peeler and Austin and Tyler. So those are the only 2 games that matter. I do a little thing that is going to be a new thing we called Ride with My Dogs, where we are going to pick a team in the playoffs. The 6 of us that are out of the playoffs are going to ride with somebody that is in the playoffs, and we put our money together, and the winner of that gets to split the pot that we do. So last year I rode with Zach. He won it all. I got to keep the $300 that we all put together at the end of the year. What it does is it keeps us all engaged to caring about the matchups that matter, which are the playoff matchups. Nobody gives a damn about a consolation bracket. But also, we want everybody to stay engaged. We don't want people closing their apps and not caring. So that way, when the championship gets to, it's just a congratulations in the group chat, and that's it. We wanna kind of build a little bit of attachment to the entire playoffs. So anyways, we will do that later. We spin a wheel, try to make it fair in a way, and we let everybody draft or pick the team that they want to ride. So that's cool. Overall, big episode. Congratulations to everybody in their own leagues that may be drafted. That made the playoffs. Congratulations to you. It is a little freeing to a lot of us that have maybe missed the playoffs. They're not even listening to fantasy podcasts anymore because they're done. They're back on to motivational speaking and talking about next year and getting skinny and quitting fantasy altogether and doing all the same things losers do when they miss the playoffs. We say we're going to get skinny and we're going to be ready to, I'm not even going to play next year, guys. I've never said that. I've never said I'm going to get skinny. Not in at least the last 2 or 3 years. So congratulations to the guys that have made it. That's a level of happiness that I haven't experienced in probably 3 or 4 years in this specific league. Congratulations to all of you that have made it in there. That's what this podcast is going to do. Going to give you guys your flowers. We're going to talk nothing about your team for the next 4 weeks until that championship is crowned. Vibe check. Welcome on, Zach. Zach is going to be joining us for the remainder of this podcast. What's up, dude?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me. You've been doing great by yourself. Hopefully I don't fuck it up.
Dude, I just really needed somebody to just come on, talk some ball with. Talking to yourself has just gotten a little old. And
I have wondered, what do you look at? Like, what's in front of you?
Just look directly at myself, honestly. Oh, I have my computer that has like some notes. I write little scribbles and shit, but most of the time when I'm talking, because you try to look at the camera, I just look directly at myself. Like make sure you're smiling.
Yeah,
Whatever. So yeah, thanks for coming on, dude. Vibe check. You are in the vibe, so you're in a perfect spot to come on, Maybe you'll talk, we don't have to solely focus on your game, on your situation, but feel free to talk about your team as much as you want because Lord knows you listen to me do it all year long on mine. But this is the vibe check segment. So I do whatever the fuck I want with this. I don't even stick with vibe. So whatever you got on your mind, what's it been like in the 1 week,
Um,
the familiar buy for yourself?
honestly, it's great. 3 weeks ago, I was like, I might go back to back. Like, I got a real chance at this. CMC went down, and I still was like, I might be okay. And then I found out that Jordan Mason was hurt too.
Yeah,
So,
that was like, it was
like,
like, did you know that from watching the game? Because I didn't. I
I
had no
no,
idea he got hurt.
I
Too.
turned it off after Christian McCaffrey got hurt. I turned that game off.
Yeah.
And then I think you said something. I was just like, next man up. Like, I got Jordan Mason. Then
Yeah.
I'm scrolling through Twitter, and it's like Jordan Mason out for the year. I see. It just goes to show you can handcuff your running backs. You can do all the research you want. It doesn't fucking matter.
It's all luck.
But it
That
only
is
doesn't
vibe. That
matter.
is the vibe. This shit is all luck, and all the people
Yeah.
that make playoffs, you're fucking lucky. You're just more luckier than me. That's it.
Except for last year, I was just better than everybody else. This year, luck. Last year, I was better than everybody. No, but I'm just in that. We're denying the inevitable here with my team. Um, if these other five guys let me win, they threw up on themselves. So it'd be a real shame. It'd be a real shame. And I'll show you the pathway how each people could lose, maybe. But
Yeah, it's
my
weird.
team's
Like if there was betting odds and you were maybe, probably like in the minus 200, minus 300 situation, you went to plus money real quick with
yeah.
CMC going down. I mean,
I'm
the thing is we got to figure out, like, you got a week to really get your team together and try to figure out what's what. But it's gonna come. I mean, you're gonna go as Brees Hall and
yeah.
fucking some of these studs take you.
Yeah, no, I feel like a lot like Boise State. Nobody
You
believes
said
in
that.
us.
It's a
We
great.
yeah,
Uh,
we
and
handle business when
you've
we
got
need
the
to.
buy too. It's
Yeah,
perfect.
exactly. Really what I need is I have nothing but backup running backs on my bench. I need one of them to get the starting role and ride that pony all the way through.
Yeah. So let's just talk. I mean, playoffs are here. We do have the two guys with the bye. Braden overtook you. He scored a 217 points. He's going to join me later, and we're going to talk about it. But 217 points, all time league history, high scoring. He had Josh Allen. He had Puka Nakua. Right there is 95 points. George Kittle. I mean, everybody except for James Cook really performed and was scoring in the high 20s. Very impressive, and that he needed that to overcome what you had, which was just a points for lead. Your record is the same because he won, you lost, and he broke the tiebreaker with that points for. So he did everything it took. You lost $300.
Yeah, if I would I like jokingly hit the GM like trying to pump up Isaiah Davis and then I didn't play Isaiah Davis.
Yeah, dude. What?
Well, that morning it said Madison was going to be out and I knew I fucked up. So I
Abdullah
put Abdullah
Abdullah
in
had some experience in the lineup like the last two
and
weeks, right?
this
Or
guy played like 4 snaps the whole game.
yeah, but
And I said,
yeah,
"Oh my
they
god."
drafted him this year. I mean, it was I don't know. I actually wasn't paying too much attention to that decision. I thought because you had talked shit in the GM or you brought him up, I thought he was in there.
He was. Oh, he was and then I fucked it up. No, we're throwing roses to Braden scoring 213 points. And
Yeah,
he needed for $300. He put on the greatest fantasy performance in the history of our league.
man.
And
And has had nothing to really say from it either. He's been quiet. He hadn't been talking shit. I don't even get it. He's like a silent little assassin right now. I'd be in. That was one of the most impressive things that's happened so far this year.
yeah, he's done a really good job of building his team too. He took advantage of a couple trades where he just stacked dudes, and
Yeah,
he's
I mean
rolled
he's
that
just
pony.
got dudes. He's got
Yeah,
Nico Collins. It didn't was on bye, but didn't
yeah,
even need him last week by any means. I he he has made some tough starts though. Like he's done it a lot of times this year where he's made some pretty poor decisions, waiting on guys to get back. But everyone's kind of at the right spot right now, and he is poised to kind of go on a run. So we'll see what he can do. We're going to talk
Yeah.
plenty about his team later.
Big vibe right now is it's playoff time, and somebody's going to make the wrong call, somebody's going to make the right call, and although it's fantasy football and it doesn't matter, it sure feels like it when you fuck it up. So, who's going to be the one to fuck it up?
And not only that, like you said, it is playoff time. Playoff time is great because it is this is the point where it all just new season, brand new.
Right.
It's for a lot of leagues, it's where you delete the app and just say fuck it. Like I'm don't even have to care the rest of the year. Like consolations are gay. We don't do consolation shit. Playoffs is everything. And like these are the teams that give your 7-on-7 or whatever. Like all you got to do is get in the dance. That's why the last place team in our league this year has 5 wins. You know,
100%.
it's very very possible. So
100%. 100%.
Peeler's in at 7-7.
He
And
almost fucked that up.
yeah,
He
yeah.
almost fucked that up.
Is it 4 straight he's lost or 5?
Um,
I could check real quick. It is
I think
it.
he was 7-3. I think it might be 4 straight.
Yeah, he's lost 4 straight. He was 7-3 in first place. The second he touched first place, he has lost every week since.
I think he made a comment in the group message one time, and we were all like, "Whoa, smelling your roses a little bit there," and it's
I don't know. I enjoy the premature shit talk. It's fantasy football. Like fuck it. Like bulletin board isn't gonna matter. It's fucking fantasy football. You
I
can't get more pumped up to play this shit.
I agree, but for some reason, it always bites you in the ass.
It does. Just ask me, dude.
I
I'm
don't
the
understand how
fucking.
that works.
I'll say something even for other teams, and it turns around and bites me in the ass. But yeah, I mean it's definitely holding true. Peeler scored the most fantasy points this year, 1830. He has just played abysmal fantasy defense. Yeah, he is the top points for and the top points against. I don't even know if that's ever been done. He just gives it up. He's the Bengals, like you
He's the
said.
Bengals.
Wow, that's good.
He's the
That's
old Mike
good.
Leach, Texas Tech, baby. Just sling it around. Doesn't matter how much they score. We're going to score more.
BP's complaining corner. I'm gonna be honest. I'm fucking so happy to be done. I'm so happy to be completely in on just worrying about the league and talking about other things. I've been secretly saying that for like 4 weeks now, but I haven't mean it. I'm still like dialed in on my team. I can legit not even like. I won't even optimize my team. I don't even care. I might make some pickups, try to fuck the people in the top of the thing. I'd like doing that, but yeah, I'm my complaining is over. I'm fucking happy. I have never felt such a relief. I am so relieved that I am done with this fantasy season. I can pretend to care about my family league for a little bit, maybe my dynasty league. Who cares? Like I'm free. I've did it. We made it to the end. And
Yeah.
now, the reason I wanted you on this pod was for this segment, BP's complaining corner. The floor is yours, Zach. Your team is taking some fucking pounding hits.
Yeah, I alluded to it earlier. Christian McCaffrey going down in like the most brutal way possible. I think he had 10 points in the first 5 minutes and then just takes a dive, and the whole world knew, oh, he's fucked up. And then
Yeah,
Jordan Mason
the
out for the
second
year.
it was an injury, it wasn't even a question. He's like
He is
he's
done.
done for the year.
Barbecue
Ugh.
chicken. And then,
Oh man.
man, let me tell you, I got him on
Let's
Rob
see.
before the season even started. And I don't know how the guy's wide receiver 3. I really don't. He only gets 10 points a week. That's it. He just has the 3 next to his name all year long.
Why though? That is
I
very true. Because I swear to God, every time I check in on him, I'm like, well, it's so what it is it's week 12, 12 points, week 13, 12 points, week 14, 10 points. Those are 3 pretty crucial weeks that you've been really honed in, dialed. But before that, it was 38, 18, 18, and then
I mean,
that's what gave it to him. He needs
The
to get back to
38.
that.
Yeah, the only way I win is if Mike Evans has one in his bag, by the way. Mike Evans has a 40-point game in his bag.
You need it. You don't want it coming this week. That would
I
be
know.
bad.
Preemptive complaining corner. When Mike Evans goes off this week, I am complaining about that. No, I mean, the hard part for me is I know my team's in trouble, and now I have to sit here and like really give a fuck and just know I could be giving all this energy to the Vikings because they won me back over, but instead, all my guys get hurt. Brees Hall, the worst trade I've ever made in my life was probably Montgomery and Jaden Reed. I
Yeah,
don't give a fuck about, but the fact that I gave away Dave Montgomery for Brees Hall,
right.
he's so hard to watch. Ah, it's
Who,
like watching.
Montgomery? Oh,
No,
Brees Hall.
Brees
Yeah,
Hall.
yeah. Brees Hall's tough.
It's a
Hey,
hard
you know me,
watch.
man. I did that shit, and
Ah,
I'm happy we were able to pull off that trade. It didn't make a
not me.
difference in my season, but then you got that good week out of Brees Hall. Like that
I
happened.
did. I did. I beat Peeler with that one, and that's probably why I have a bye.
Yeah.
But my God,
You
it's a
also
hard
got to
watch
realize, as bad as it was last week, and you scored 110 points
for sure.
when Lamar Jackson was on a bye. You lost Christian McCaffrey. You had to have Amir Abdullah in your lineup, and you still found a way to score 110 points. Like that's why I was talking all that shit last week, saying your culture, my culture, is not your costume. You don't get to just wear blackface and pretend that you're a slave. That's not how it works. That is a bad reference, by the way. It's okay. There's only 25 people watch this.
No, but
You
the
gotta.
issue is the issue is look at the people in the playoffs and what they're scoring. It's
That's true.
not 110 points.
Having a bye is massive, dude. Anything can happen every single week, and just to get that bye is huge. So, uh, solid complaining. Anything else you want to complain about?
Um, yeah,
Oh,
I don't like the fact that Augie should have been last place.
dude. Talk
I
about just a nothing burger. Like, just has
yeah,
contributed absolutely nothing to this league all year long.
and
Team was abysmal.
if you know me, you
That's
know
a good one.
I love the guy to death. I love the guy through and through. He's one of the
I
best
don't even
people
know anymore. I don't even
I
know.
know. But this guy, uh, you had Zach Moss on your roster for
Dude,
way too long,
I
and then you
thought my
played him.
grandpa was in the league. I had
Uh,
to literally go and take over his team to drop somebody for him this year. That's what Augie did.
yeah, Mister's team went through fucking D-Day. He made a bad trade, no doubt. He made a bad trade, but the guy kept making the right starts. Mister's one of the smartest football people I know. His pickups are always money somehow.
Yeah.
Um, and he got last place because his team just got fucking brutalized. Drafting Travis Kelce didn't help either.
I still can't get over the Joey B. That's where I lost my shit with him. And I think I'm still legitimately mad at him for it. Was Joey B for Javante.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess I understand if you have Jalen, you're never going to start him, but that is one of Augie should have been last place, but also if there's ever a team that deserves last place, Mister's
Oh,
team has. I mean, his best player for like 5 straight weeks was, like on paper, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't even Tank Dell. It was the other tight end that he had from Miami. That
Johnny
was his.
Smith.
Jonathan Smith was his best player for like 3 straight weeks,
But that's what I'm
and
saying. The effort was there out of the guy. Picking up
effort
those guys and starting them
effort
when
was
they go
there.
for 40 and 30, like that,
But Augie had no effort. Augie had
no
no
effort.
effort, and I had
Zero.
effort. I just made every wrong move in the book. But it was a nice little race. But I mean, at the end of the day, Mister's team was awful. It was just abysmal, and it deserved last place.
Fair.
All right. Without any further ado, we are going to do our first spin. All right. So up with the first selection, we have Donald, who only had 4 slivers, he is going to get a call, and we'll see what he says. If you see the video glitch, it's because no one wants to sit me fumble around on my phone, but just know I'm doing everything by the damn book.
What up?
Donald, what's up, buddy?
What's happening?
Hey, so you have the first selection for Ride with My Dogs. Who do you want to grab in the playoffs to ride?
Oh, let me go with. That was tough. I'm gonna go with Braden.
Braden, the number 1 team. Tough to say no to that, huh? 215 points. You got to go with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Braden.
All righty. Thank you, sir.
All right, brother.
All right. All right. So we will remove all instances. All right. Next up, we have. And I removed all of Donald's names. Justin with the second pick.
Hello?
Yo.
Talk to me.
All right. Donald got first pick, and he took Braden.
Is it me now?
It's you now.
Fuck. This is the worst pick.
Number 2? It doesn't matter.
The worst.
It's not like you get value for later round.
Can I get pick 5? Can you call me back?
Why does that matter?
Dude, because, okay, so if I take Zach, he's getting a bye, makes sense, but he's also dealing with injuries. And then I floated out Jared and Peeler. And then that's basically a 50-50 toss-up. Tyler and Austin.
You wanted other people to make the decision for you?
No, I can't do that. That's gay.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what, by wanting the 5th pick, you were saying you want other people to make it easy on you. Yeah.
I wanted it out of my hands.
Who are you going to go with?
I don't know. I mean, do I go?
You're live on the pod.
Oh, I did not know that. Good to know. Thanks for the heads up.
Should have said live to tape. I mean, we did this last year, so.
Got all the Chiefs. Although I think Jared has a great chance, I got to go with the Chiefs. I'm going to go Kyle Peeler.
Wow.
Have to.
All righty. Thank you, sir.
All right. Yeah.
Justin picking Peeler's team because of all of the Chiefs. What an interesting way of doing that. And I am on this wheel, by the way. But I am still not picked because I had only 2 slices of that pie. And let's call Adam. God, I'm going to have to edit the shit out of this to make this look funny or good. Adam, you are live to tape. You are... Braden is gone and Peeler is gone. You're the 3rd pick. Who are you going with?
If I had to get Austin's team, I would just donate my money to someone. Make a wish or something. All right, give me Jared because I hate everyone else.
All right, thanks.
How much is it?
We'll figure that out later. It'll probably be 50. I'll let you know.
All right.
Thanks, sir. All right. Adam selects Jared because he hates everyone else. So just to recap real quick, we have Donald taking Braden, Adam taking Jared, and Justin is going to ride with Peeler. All right, so I was unable to get a hold of Mr. No call or text back. Yeah, it's only 5 minutes. Yeah, it's in the middle of the day. I understand people are busy. I've got to move on. And you were last place. So, sorry, I'm going to skip it and hope that you do not come up again. I've got other people I've got to call and other things I have to do and schedule. All right, this one's me. I mean, that's going to look just awful. That is a bad optics right there. But I'm going to ride with Zach. I get the bye. His team's struggling. I think I got to go with it just based off of the bye alone. Hope his team can get his shit together, and I will ride with getting Zach. All right. Let's please pray to God it's Dakota, because he's literally standing outside of work waiting on a phone call. Please, Dakota. There he is. All right. Let's see if who he's going to pick out of Austin and Tyler. I mean, I'm pretty sure Austin and Tyler both were picked last year.
Hello.
Hey, Dakota.
Hey, what's up, bud?
All right, your 2 selections left. Unfortunately, even though you had a lot of slivers, you are stuck with Austin or Tyler. Which dog do you want to ride?
Oh God. I already had a person in mind between those two, and I'm only gonna go with it because he's riding out my Buccaneers. So we're gonna go with Tyler. I love his energy. He's gonna make a great video for this, and go Bucks.
All righty. Thank you, sir. Thanks for
thank you.
taking the time. All right, bye.
Appreciate you. Bye.
All right, well, that's it. We have rounded out the final selection with Mr. getting Austin. And then, so just to recap, Braden will be ridden by Donald. Zach will be ridden by me. Austin is paired with Mr. Tyler is paired with Dakota. Adam chose Jared, and Justin chose Peeler. So that is it. Winner takes all of whoever does win the fantasy championship. What do we got really for gossip? Because I could skip that shit.
We're kind of doing it already.
Yeah, I know. I could put. I got the whole. I did the spin the wheel and ride. I called it ride with my dogs, where everyone in the loser bracket picked somebody. You want to know who I picked?
Who?
You.
Not me. Yeah,
I did pick you. I picked you. I actually had like the 3rd pick, and
what
so
are you
I could
doing, buddy?
Well, Jared was gone already.
Peeler was probably gone.
Peeler was gone, and Braden was gone. So I think I picked you. Well, it was the buy. It was the buy. I wanted the buy,
sure.
and I was like, we could just figure it out when we get there. Give me the buy. The buy shouldn't have been there that late, so that's what I got.
My team can beat Tyler or Austin. I don't know if it can beat the other 3.
Yeah. Tyler's team has. I mean, we've seen it. We've seen it, and it did it again this week. It also scored another good week of points.
No, he's a problem.
He could definitely do it. Let's go ahead and jump right into that. Matchup preview. So these 2 games are the only 2 games that matter this week. We have number 4 Tyler playing number 5 Austin. I'm going to just give you a couple notes, Zach, and you can feed off of these. But if we're going to play armchair quarterback this week, these guys have some decisions to make.
Yeah,
like
they do.
The other matchup, not so much. But this one, Tyler's got some real juicy, interesting ones. Obviously, with the Debo situation, you're starting Juwan Jennings versus the Rams. That's a must play every single week. And the Rams can't stop nothing, especially short week, track meet. It should be one of the top smash plays of the week. But one thing I found interesting is last week he sat Zay Flowers. What do you think?
Well, last week Zay Flowers was on a bye, but that's okay.
Okay, my bad. I meant I was saying, what do you think about
my
Debo?
Reaction? Gotcha.
Or the Jennings?
To my reaction. No, the Rams and Niners play, and that one's always kind of like a gritty, lower scoring game. That's the only thing I'd be scared of. But to your credit, though,
like I said, Thursday night, maybe everyone's low, maybe everyone's just tired. I don't know. Yeah,
but you're not playing Debo at this point.
No, absolutely not.
And if he goes off, he usually goes off against the Rams. Don't tell Tyler that.
Oh fuck!
But,
he usually does. Yeah.
But you can't play him right now.
And he did go on Twitter and talk shit. Did you see that?
I did see that.
He said, "I'm not bad." He said, "I'm not playing bad. I'm just not getting the ball." Yeah. Buddy, you're like lead the league in your drops.
Yeah, when you get Twitter
you at
notes,
least
that's tough.
Oh, Twitter. Oh, so you see the same thing I
Oh
see.
yeah,
He got
just
Twitter
dial it in.
noted. Elon
Yeah,
got his ass. I said, no,
yeah.
he leads his team in drops.
Well,
Elon looked it up. Um,
Juwan Jennings, man. If you're like me, you stared at that guy on the waiver wire and thought, man, you know what, I could probably pick him up. He'd be okay. And I didn't. And my God, is he a beast?
Juwan Jennings is why you don't fucking pay Brandon Ayuk. It is a
Mhm.
offense situation. Brandon Ayuk should not have gotten paid all that money, and I want my credit for saying that shit. Brandon Ayuk stinks.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, I guess the only chip against your argument is without him, they stink. And with him last year,
There's a lot though. I mean, maybe you're right. That is
nah,
true. If
I
they had
tend,
like a good record, I guess you could completely say apples to apples. But
but with that
fuck,
being
dude.
said, they weren't losing because they didn't have Brandon Ayuk. They were losing because they didn't have Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, yeah, and then Christian McCaffrey came in and they started playing good again.
Right. Yeah.
Started. I mean, kinda. They actually lost like 2 games with them still. Anyways, moving on. Zay Flowers had the bye last week. Thank you for correcting me. But currently, right now, he still has him on his bench. And, I mean, it's Tuesday morning. A lot of things could change. But we're all pretty veteran to this shit. Like, we switch our lineup maybe even the week before. Like, we're looking ahead. And Tyler opened his app this morning. And currently, right now, he has Zay Flowers sitting on his bench. Devontae Smith, Bucky Irving, both starting over him. Bucky Irvin kind of was that an injury situation last week? What happened there?
Yeah, he was out after like the first drive. But he was a little gimpy
Rashad
the
went
week
off.
before. Yeah, he was a little hurt the week before, and he gutted it out to put up 30 against me, so that was nice of him. But yeah, I wouldn't trust Bucky Irving right now,
I wouldn't trust
personally.
Bucky Irvin and Devontae Smith. I'm worried about too. Like what AJ Brown called out his quarterback. We know that situation's either going to go two ways. He's going to get fucking super hyper targeted, or it's going to blow up and go where I think it's going to be the first. I think it Adams. Sorry, what's his name?
AJ Brown,
Hey, did I say Devontae Adams?
you tried.
No. Oh, yeah. AJ Brown, I think, is going to get hyper targeted. And I don't know. Devontae Smith, kind of a bum to me, but he'll pop off for like 30 out of nowhere. I got to look up
Yeah,
his stats
no, I
because
tend
I
to
could be
agree with
wrong.
you. And then the Eagles haven't played well the last couple weeks either. Um, might be unraveling a little bit. But at the end of the day, the way to fix it is you turn the ball hand up, you turn around, hand the ball to Saquon Barkley,
Yep.
and they're going to keep doing that, which I think they're not going to be able to support two receivers personally.
Oh my God. This is gross. Why would we have him in our lineup right now? He had 13 last week, 0-0, obviously, because he was hurt. And then 6.9, 3.4. The last week he scored over 15 points was back in week 9. So I don't know what he's really seeing there. Maybe a shootout versus Pittsburgh at home. I don't know.
Hey,
That
I
one's a so he
that
that
one,
my whole point is he's got some decisions to make, right? I mean, he's got Baker
100%.
Mayfield that's been doing good. His team is 100% a two guy team as far as Kyron Williams, Devon A. Chain. Those guys play well. He usually plays well. And
Yeah,
then the rest from there, it just depends on if he can make a good start there. So that is what I analyze as Tyler's keys to victory is his running back's got to play well, and then he's got to make the right start. Baker's going to do pretty decent either way.
yeah.
Flip over to Austin.
Bucky has helped him to this point too.
Bucky for sure has helped him, and it was kind of like he made a trade for him.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Tyler's made a lot of good trades. A lot of good trades, like before the guys got good. He's done that well.
yes. So Dakota actually picked Tyler to ride, and
Wow.
it was because of the fact that he has all the Bucks players. Like that was his. He's like
Hey,
he's got all the Bucks players, former guys that played on my team. Let's go, Tyler. So
yeah, but Mike Evans is your favorite player, Dakota, and don't try and lie to me. Think about it.
well, I think I already took you at that point.
Nah, that's all right.
But so Austin is projected as projections mean nothing, that we know that. But I still think Austin's team has massive potential that just has yet to really show it. No top scores all year long. He really hasn't done anything to make himself a scary team in this league. This kind of keeps flying under the radar. And I don't know if it's capable to wake up. I honestly don't. I wonder if it can wake up. But it's gonna depend. Again, I'm gonna just kind of rant here and let you chime in. But it's gonna go as Kyler Murray goes, and it's gonna go as JT goes. Those two guys are just the most got to be one of the two most annoying players. It's on Austin's team, who rarely talks about his current situation, and we haven't heard from him all year long. But god damn it, dude, that Kyler Murray, what are you doing, dude? He has been bad for like 3 or 4 weeks now, right?
Yeah, yeah, he's just up and down. He
17, 17, 10, and then back in week 10, he had 28 points. And yeah, as far as his start sits go, George Pickens is going to be out this week, it looks like. And then he has no other decisions he's got to make right now. If he gets frisky, it's maybe Russell Wilson over Kyler Murray. I don't think he's doing that.
I think Austin, he does. This is Austin every year, and he made it to the championship last year. And I put up a beatable number for him, so he could get it done. And unfortunately, in Austin's defense, I think he changed his draft strategy. He went out and got some guys:
He did.
Derrick Henry, JT, Kyler Murray. You guys spent
Drake
a lot
London
on.
spent some high capital on Drake
Yeah,
London.
like so, it wasn't like he was just trying to be middle of the road. It must be his coaching style.
It's his
Like,
coaching style, dude.
yeah,
He
and
can't help himself but be middle of the road and not flashy.
what's
Like
killing him is JT. JT's killing him.
JT's killing him. But
Killing
I
him.
mean, what do you do? I mean,
Nothing. Well, Chase
you
Brown's
could
been fucking awesome.
Chase Brown has been a godsend, a
Yeah.
savior, if you will,
Yes.
to him.
100%.
He's really been his like MVP these
Agreed.
last like 4 weeks, really carrying him. Josh Downs has came up big for him, and Brock
Yeah.
Bowers has been huge.
Oh,
Brock
it's great.
Bowers
Yeah.
is in a weird situation right now, though. He's got Desmond Ritter.
Yeah.
It could be bad.
I mean, in Brock's defense, it's not like Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell, world beaters over here. Desmond Ritter is bad. There's no doubt. If Brock goes up and throws up a dud, it's not his fault. That's
It's
just
not.
the way the consensus is going to fall.
Yeah.
And Austin has tried to like punish Kyler Murray and sit him, and then Kyler Murray just spits in his face and goes off on his bench.
He
Like the
has.
guys tried to take him out and like put Caleb Williams in after
He's
Caleb
played
had a
roulette
couple good
all year.
weeks,
Yep.
and he's just missed. If he hits on one and his quarterback puts up 30 points, he's gonna be tough to beat.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, like I said, he's projected very high. Derrick Henry's got the Giants. Drake London plays the Raiders. Josh Down versus Denver. He's got some solid matchups. Kyler Murray versus New England. Like, where do you see this game ending up, and who would you rather play? I mean, we don't know who plays who, right?
Right. I mean, obviously, as the player, Zach, I would like Austin to win. I think Tyler has the capability of going like 170s, and I don't have that firepower. Me and Austin can rock fight it to death if we have to play each other.
Wow. Okay.
But I do think
So it
Bucky
turns out
Irby.
you will not be playing either of them. As I
No,
look up the thing, you would be playing the other matchup.
I'll be playing the other matchup.
So
But in
now
the
you can
championship,
speak freely. Who would you rather play?
I would rather play Austin. I do think Austin's going to win, though.
Okay.
I think the Bucky Irving injury is going to hurt Tyler.
How do you think Tyler's going to take this? He's an avid listener. I mean, he really takes things in here real serious.
If Tyler was smart, he would probably be thrilled that I was picking against him. And
Yeah.
Tyler loves proving people. Tyler's like Russell Wilson. The guy's positive vibes. He loves proving people wrong. He'll put up a good week. I just think, like you're talking about, the whole Devontae Zay thing, it could be critical. He's going to be thinking about that all week. Do I make the right one, the wrong one? Bucky Irby being out, he's going to lose. Bucky Irby's going to get like 25, 30. Even if Bucky plays, are you confident that he's going to play the whole game?
nailed it. So I'm going to take it even a step further. Tyler will lose this matchup. And I'll tell you
Oh,
why right now. He will fuck up this decision that needs to be made.
yeah.
Austin was my preseason MVP or my preseason top team. I picked him to win it all. I might have picked you too, but I did really like Austin's team preseason. I am super nervous with what he does, and with what he's going to do at that wide receiver start sit him. It's going to be the wrong decision, and I can't wait to talk about it next week on the pod.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, let's flip it over to the matchup that you will be seeing in the next round. We have this one's a good one. I mean, both of these teams have extreme great. They built their team essentially the same way this year. They had the same strategy. They did all this computer work. They pretended they went by analytics and all this shit. Um, Jared versus Kyle Peeler. Two teams going in the completely opposite directions. Jared is on a 3-game win streak. Kyle Peeler is on a 4-game losing streak we talked about earlier. Both teams are just roster stacked.
Yeah.
Like pound for pound, if we're just talking about rosters and if you could win on paper, these are the top two teams that you're putting in the Super Bowl based on paper rosters, right?
100%.
Agreed?
If I'm 13 years old, those rosters are getting me going.
Hey, I'm 32 years old, and without any ED, they both get me going still.
Yeah, they are loaded, both of them. I am not excited to have to play the winner.
Yeah, that is a tough that is another big key to that you losing that matchup last week
Yeah,
is you now you've got to face the big dog, right?
yeah, I'm in a casket.
Both are projected over 122 points. Let's start with Jared first. Obviously he's got Joe Burrow, been playing absolutely the best fantasy football. Maybe Josh Allen. Lamar hasn't been fantasy football great lately, right? Or no?
I mean, he's number one, but
Still?
yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, Lamar's been pretty good because even when they're losing, he gets it all back on the last couple drives.
Fuck. Now my clicks were not working, so I can't get into Joe Burrow's stats. But yeah, I think Joe Burrow's been balling. Obviously, Saquon, chasing 2K yards. That's great during fantasy season.
Yeah,
Is when you've got a guy trying to chase something. Especially with the team like they're pretty. Did they lock up that division fully yet, or no? They still got Washington kind of on their heels.
I think the Eagles are like minus 20,000 to win the division. I think I think one thing has to happen and they win it.
Yeah, I think that record is going to mean something. I think Saquon obviously could be a smash play. Gibbs and AJ Brown with the whole situation from last week. T. Higgins is just a fucking throw in that he's got in that team now.
Yeah,
Trey McBride, the number 2
beast.
tight end.
He's so big. You ever watch that guy on TV? He's the biggest guy I've ever seen.
You know he has 0 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
He has 0 touchdowns. So, that's got to end soon. If he gets a touchdown out of him, like Jared's team has super crazy potential.
Yeah.
And even in weeks past, what is he really? He hasn't necessarily even really thrown a complete dud. His team's consistently playing well all year long. I've fucking have been really mean to the guy. You know me. But his team's fucking loaded, and I've never not said that.
Yeah, Jared's team's stacked. Jared does a good job every year. He gives a fuck whether he watches or he doesn't. The guy cares, and I appreciate that out of him.
Yeah, maybe that's the key. You don't have any emotional ties to anybody.
Yeah,
Just numbers, baby. This fantasy shit
he
is about numbers and stats. Why do you need
he's
to
right.
watch for that?
Yeah, and what helps him is his two backs are Gibbs and Barkley are probably the two best backs in the league. Henry's great. I love Derrick Henry. I do. But if I'm picking like a franchise, like I'm taking the other two, they're both fighting with each other for the 1 seat. So both teams are going to go full bore. Both teams are scoring points. Like the guy's a fucking Jared's a big issue.
He's a big issue. Well, the only thing, and I don't know if this is a knock or not, but I mean, I feel like it's super not stressful. that you just don't have. He doesn't have any decisions to make, and either Peeler kind of doesn't either. But it's Marvin Harrison or
Peeler has one.
yeah. But I'm saying like even like Jared, like obviously Marvin Harrison is the guy on his team that's the weak link. But just think about that. Like Marvin Harrison preseason was like, and at this point we're not talking about preseason or who gives a fuck. But Marvin Harrison is a guy that yeah he would start somebody over him, but the rest of his team's so loaded. Why not just keep Marvin Harrison in there on the off chance he gets a touchdown? And even
Well,
his bad isn't even been that bad.
For sure. But Marvin Harrison went off and had 112 yards and 2 touchdowns, and we'd be like, yeah, no, that's accurate. So like the guy's good. He's just young. Like he could blossom right before our eyes the last 4 weeks too.
That would be bad. That could also be real bad for us.
That would add to the issue for sure.
I want to know what he's got going on with these defenses. Actually, I do know what's going on with these defense. Now the fucking text makes sense. God damn it. I don't want to. He picked up 5 defenses.
Holy shit! I didn't see that.
This is a guy that he's all about his starting roster. He's got he's rostering one backup skill player, Michael Pittman, and then CJ Stroud. The rest is all the defenses. And he is futuring out week 15, 16, and 17, the best possible defenses scenarios. And he's picked up all those teams.
I can respect it. Now, if somebody goes down, he's in trouble, but he knew that going in. Like
it's been that way from the beginning.
Wow. I tell you what, though, trying to play
kind of
defense
pisses me off, honestly.
Trying to play defense off the waiver wire is not as easy as people try and make it seem.
No, and I don't. Fucking defenses is hard in general. I've had Vikings all year long, and they keep saying number one, so I haven't had to make a decision. But like, I don't feel like they're playing insanely good. They're just like doing like 10 points a week.
Yeah, I have the Steelers, and they're like, I think they're like 2 or 3. Yeah.
Defense roulette is hard. I agree with you. That is a hard thing, and also like the kicker thing is hard too. Like trying to play kicker roulette, you can't just say, "Oh, top scoring offense, pick their kicker." That doesn't mean anything. Extra points are so hard to make this year that you could have 2 extra 3. Yeah, I mean, you got Justin Tucker. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, that should be our complaining corner. That's what I want to complain about.
That could have been it.
Fucking Tucker. God damn it.
Let's switch gears over to Peeler's team. Dude, I think Peeler's team is just being handcuffed right now by Chiefs. Like the Chiefs are just holding them back. And Chiefs are notoriously, except for in years past, just Travis Kelce. We know what Travis Kelce is this year, a fucking bum. I've gone back and forth on that. I'm fucking right. Travis Kelce was a bum. I was right the whole time. I knew it. Eras tour is over, so I don't even know what that means for Travis Kelce. I think it could be bad.
Travis will be there after fantasy's over. Travis Kelce will be making big plays.
This is the time, though. If you're Travis Kelce, he knows.
I disagree. I really don't think it's going to happen until like divisional round.
Like right at playoffs.
Yeah,
like you're probably right.
The Bills just lost too. Like these dudes are going to throttle it down.
No, you're right. You're right. I take that back. I was wrong. Like that, he is gonna absolutely pack it in. But so back to Peeler and how this relates to Peeler. He started Patrick Mahomes like the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And we know what Patrick does. Even there's been one time Patrick has scored over 20 points for Peeler, and he still continues to keep him in the lineup. And you can't blame him. It's Patrick fucking Mahomes. You're not going to sit him, or it's hard to sit him. You can.
Right.
But meantime, you got Patrick Mahomes in your lineup, but Tua's been fucking balling.
Yeah.
And then he's
got Brock Purdy too.
He very recently dropped Purdy. Oh no, he still got him. No, he still got him.
Kind of fell off, but the key for Peeler is I think he's got 2 in his lineup right now. Are you going to be able to keep him in there all the way through Sunday? Because you're right. When you scroll through the app and you're like, fuck, I got Patrick Mahomes, I'm not playing him, dude. That'll take a toll on you. It can
Yeah.
Peeler keep Tua Tagovailoa in the lineup on Sunday.
Ooh, it's going to be tough. When you're sitting there and you're like, fucking Tua versus, what am I doing? I might as well
Yeah.
go down. I might as well go down with Patrick. Because he's also got Pacheco. He's also got Travis Kelce. And now you're a Chiefs fan now? Charger fan, Peeler? You're a Chiefs fan guy?
And you know what sucks for him is I'll be the first one to make fun of him if he starts Tua and Tua stinks and Patrick is great and he loses in fantasy.
Oh, man. It would
I'll
be.
be.
Well, I don't think I'm allowed to talk shit, but yeah,
Oh,
I
I
mean,
will.
you're gonna hate yourself for it. You're gonna hate
Yeah.
yourself if Tua sucks, gets his head smacked off the pavement, and then Travis, and then fucking Mahomes goes off finally
100%.
for the first time all year long.
100%.
The Chiefs just aren't good though. I just they're not playing good enough ball for fantasy football to have 3 players in your lineup. There's just
For
not.
for fantasy, the Chiefs are not great. The Chiefs are very, very good at football.
Anyways, moving on. We have the let's get down to the nitty-gritty on Peeler's team. Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson, and Jamar Chase, all 3 played insane last week. Peeler scored 150 plus points last week and lost because he ran into Braden. But this is the team that we were all scared of when we made that Mr. Trade. This is the why people are scared. Not scared, but should be nervous about his team. That was truly special to see. Let's see what the exact numbers were.
Yeah. Peeler's team is the team that if they get hot, he gets hot. Those 3 dudes start balling, he's going to win.
He scored 160 and lost because Tyreek had 28, Justin Jefferson had 32, Jamar Chase had 45. The rest of his team did shit.
You know,
But
sneakily, Alvin Kamara has not been that great for him this back half of the season.
yeah, I was a little premature on the take. I was a little premature, but I did see this coming. He did have 12.9 and 15 last week, a
And those
bye,
are great.
and
Those are
12.
great.
He hasn't had less than 10 points. He's only scored less than 10 points one time this year.
Yeah.
And he is
I
still the
hear
wide
you.
receiver. He's still the running back number 3.
He's been great. But at the beginning of the year, he was getting like 25, 30, 40. And now Kendrick Miller's back. Kendrick Miller scored last week.
Is Derek Carr playing?
No, he's hurt now. He's hurt. He broke his hand or whatever it was. So it's going to be Rattler or fucking, which probably helps Kamara because he's the only guy that can do anything offensively now. So my point could be mute there. But I'd be a little concerned. If Peeler has a concern, it's his running backs. He's got to not if you keep sitting Najee Harris, man, that dude has proven in the back half of the season he could go.
He's got him on his bench right now. He's got him on his bench right now, and it's because of the Pacheco thing. That's the decision to make. Was he going Pacheco, or is he going Najee Harris? Najee Harris is playing Philly. Pacheco is playing Cleveland, and they still got Kareem there, and they did show last week that it's Pacheco's getting all the carries. But I mean, it's the fucking Chiefs, man. Stay away from them. Make him prove it. Make him prove that he could get in that they're going to run the ball. Make them prove that they can move the ball.
This is the playoffs. There is no make anybody prove it. You got to play who you think is going to be the fucking best.
Okay, but you don't think Philly and Pittsburgh have a potential to be sort of more high scoring than fucking Chiefs and Browns?
I mean, potential, yeah, but that screams to me a dirty game.
All right, so you want to make fun of Peeler for if he fucks up with the Mahomes versus Tua start.
Yeah.
I will. I can't do anything, but I will talk I will say a lot of mean words if Pacheco throws a dud and Najee Harris scores 10 more points.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. I don't know what I'll do. I wish I came up with something better there, but
hold on.
Go ahead.
Who do you think's going to win?
Oh, yeah, good call. I'm going to take dude, I gotta ride the hot hand here. I gotta ride the team that's actually playing well. Um, no, fuck that. Go Peeler. Let's go Peeler. Get it done.
Wow.
Both of these guys, I mean, I'd probably argue with them more than anybody. I'm go, I'm going Peeler here. I just got to ride with the three best players in fantasy football. I need them all to be all at the same time. Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. Oh, they has 3 Chiefs on them. I fucking hate the Chiefs right now.
Yeah, you do. I think Jared's going to win. I think Saquon Barkley and Jahmyr Gibbs are going to bring him to where he wants to go.
Yeah, and I gave him Trey McBride and Higgins. I'm flipping. Let's go, Jared. I'm flipping. Fuck Peeler. It's always been fuck Peeler. It's always been fuck Peeler.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, man. Well, thanks
All right,
for
dude.
coming on to the pod. I appreciate you joining, carrying this thing through the end here.
Thanks for having me.
I'll talk to you next week when you're playing in one of these matchups, and you're on record for wanting to play.
Man, I don't know who I want to play in that one.
I never
Fuck.
asked you. You said Jared.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
you're
Jared's
gonna have to play
win.
Jared. Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to play Jared.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Either way, I'm in big trouble, and I'd never root for injuries. I swear to God. But
it'd
if
be a real
James
shame.
Conner, real shame if James Conner had one of them Sundays.
Real shame.
It'd be real shame.
Real shame. All right, man. Thanks for coming on.
All right, brother.
Braden, welcome on, buddy.
Thanks for having me, BP.
You seem a little grumpy. What's going on?
Why would I be grumpy? I'm the regular season champ.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I said, well, what are you doing? You said, fucking at home. I'm like, geez.
Yeah, I don't know you want. I'm not popping bottles. Job's not finished yet. Like Toby said.
Hey, love that. Hey, is this your second or third?
Third what?
Third top score this year.
Second, I think.
Yeah. So you're on for, I guess, for both reasons. I mean, you just earned $350 in one game.
Talk dirty to me.
I said this on the pod, dude. You scored the all-time leading score in a single week in our league.
I actually did notice that. I went back to look. I was hanging out with my brother-in-law, and he was like, that's got to be the most ever. And I was like, I think there's a way to look. And I looked it up. I actually texted Peeler at like 11 o'clock in the morning and out on Sunday. And I was like, we got a good one going. And he just put the exclamation on it. And then at about 3-4 o'clock, I texted back, just kidding.
Dude, it was a blood, like, he scored 160 points and didn't even, I mean, he lost by 50.
Oh, I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall wherever he was.
I don't know. I don't even think he cared, to be honest. He's checked out. He's lost the last 4. But this is not about Peeler. This is about you. Congratulations. Josh Allen being touted as don't pick this guy. James Cook, preseason, I said don't pick this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Nico Collins, yourself, you said don't pick this guy. Anybody else? You were laughed at. You were mocked at the draft. You were mocked at the draft because you picked your whole team and you had no money and you were sitting on your hands for 2 hours.
You ain't got mocked. I got this. I got the sticker. Was this your first draft? Enjoy the toilet bowl.
Hey, like I said, we're not hanging banners for regular season, even though it counts. Regular season champ means something. We give away money for it for a reason. It means something great to come in first place. Not first place, but first place. I mean, you finished the standings in a grueling year at the top of that standing. So it's something to be proud about, but getting a championship, where's your eyes on that? How do you feel about your team going into the playoffs?
I mean, it's hard to not be psyched about it after putting up 213 points.
217. Yeah.
217. There we go. But the last 4 weeks have dealt with a lot of adversity. I think I won 2 out of my last 6. I think 2 out of my last 6. So I was feeling a little down about myself, but
I'm gonna be honest. I was yelling fraud. I've been yelling fraud for like 3 weeks now, but I mean, I gotta shut the fuck up. That is how you do it.
I watched
217 points.
I know. But yeah, psyched about it. This is my first time making the playoffs. It's been
Wow.
first time
Dude,
making the playoffs.
I think you got like first overall score. I think you got the first top score, or like win that first 2 weeks, and you're like, I'm just trying to make playoffs. And I was like, damn, you never made playoffs. That's crazy.
Not once.
Well, you've only been in it for what, 3-4 years now?
This is my 3rd year back. Like I said, however many pods go, we all know it.
Yeah, many moons, many moons. Hey, we were different people back then, We were nice to girls and all that kind of thing back then. All right. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Good luck. Enjoy your bye. Enjoy your 1 overall seed. You are going to be facing the winner of Tyler and Austin, which
go Austin.
Pretty favorable. You're sitting there like I try to think of like one of the college football things to relate it to, but mine just completely drew a blank. I've been talking fantasy for the last 3 hours.
Okay. All I know is Tyler's team scares me. Go Austin.
Tyler's team scares you. Okay, there it is. There it is. Need that prediction from you. Mm-hmm. Go Austin per Braden.
For me.
All right, man. Talk to you later. Good luck.